So, let me just say this. Hats off to the Detroit Lions. They played a hell of a game. Their defense may be their biggest, weakest link going into the playoffs, but I think you see what you see. This Niners team played their hearts off. Everybody had this game as a blowout, but it wasn't. We lost by 6 points. It came down to Jake Moody's missing 2 field goals and an extra point. That would have been the difference between winning by 1 point and losing by 6 points. So it is what it is. Despite the performance on Brock Purdy, those decision makings have to get better, man. And hopefully there's nothing serious about the injury that he just had. So hopefully he's okay. It seems like an elbow with a nerves issue or something. So we'll definitely see what happens. Other than that, Ricky Pearsall played a really great game. He had a really great game. He showcased what he could be. He had over 141 yards and a touchdown, so he was looking pretty damn good. A couple of his missed routes every now and then needs to get better, man. He needs to get better coaching on that shit. But other than that, he's pretty good. George Kittle, you expect what you expect from George Kittle. He's just very consistent, very good, very reliable. Good things happen when you give him the ball. Jauan Jennings did set the tone. He did set the tone and did a pretty good job of what he did. He had about 7 catches, 6 to 7 yards. Isaac Orlando didn't have quite much of a running game, but he had a good receiving yard game so far. So he was pretty solid. He was solid. The offensive line wasn't that bad. Actually, it wasn't as bad as everybody thought, man, because Purdy was able to get rid of that ball. Just on the last series, he got hurt, but other than that, the line wasn't the reason why he was hurt, bro. He just, it happens. Plays happen. It just happens, you know what I mean? Yeah, we played our hearts out. So I have to say, I'm not mad about it. I would have liked for us to win that game personally, but you know what? We're gonna get the top 10 picks, so I'm not gonna lose sleep over that. This was the number 1 team in the NFC. And probably the number 1 team in the entire NFL so far. You got Kansas City, who I think are the frauds. No disrespect, but come on, bro. You can't be playing these kind of games and expect to be this dominant. I don't know, bro. I just don't see teams go that far. But Lions, if they can get their defense fixed, yeah, they look pretty unstoppable. I mean, you see what you see. But, yeah, the running game wasn't quite all that, We were mostly passing the ball and everything. So we scored at least 34 points. Could have been 41 points, but I digress. Jake Moody, I don't care. He needs to go. At this point, there should be no confidence with a kicker that misses field goals, bro. Dude, the kicking field goal from 51 yards is makeable. Come on, stop with this nonsense. 58 yards, okay. It could be 50-50 because it's long distance. Not everything is a guarantee with these kind of kicks, But come on, man. Enough of this crap. But as far as this team in general, bro, it is what it is. Our record is what our record is. We're just playing with a lot of injuries. But Lions are proving that even with the injuries, they are still overcoming this. In order to beat the Lions, bro, you got to beat these guys in a shootout. And if you can't beat them in a shootout, it's going to be a long day, bro. It don't matter how bad their fucking defense is right now. They are going to have a bend, don't break defense. They're going to play their hearts out. And we had to play a lot harder than that. But unfortunately, we came up very short. And it wasn't the outcome we all wanted. But at least we put on a good fight. So Brock almost had 400 yards passing. He had 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Ricky Pearsall had one of his best games by far, which I think will be Rookie of the Week, in my opinion. He had like 141 yards and a touchdown. George Kittle had 112 yards. I mean, he had a pretty damn good game. I mean, Debo didn't do shit. Debo was just an afterthought, man. That one 5-yard pass for a touchdown, he was an afterthought. That one run for 16 yards, he's an afterthought, dude. I don't think he's much of the future of our offense going forward, man. I think you see the difference when we have a healthy team. We are very unstoppable. But against this Lions team, I think we still have it. We just have to come back next year. But I digress, man. So hats off to the Lions. Much respect to those Lions fans. And good luck. Hopefully you guys make the Super Bowl.